So today we're going to focus in on your blind spots, your lowest orientation. And your lowest orientation is natural green planet. We're not going to cover off your third because you still have a fair bit of that. So having lowest natural green planet means that sometimes you avoid dealing with the core issues. Sometimes you may avoid confronting challenging situations or complex situations. Sometimes you may just let it ride. And by letting it ride, you basically allow that behavior to continue, and that behavior can actually damage your team. So what you want to do is you want to understand the value of the priorities and the process of getting to the priorities. The best way to get to the priorities is to have someone who's willing to draw a sword with you and attack the priorities, not each other. Okay, that conflict that you hear that maybe sometimes makes you feel uncomfortable, that conflict is to figure out the priority. It's not a conflict between people, it's a conflict between ideas. So focus in on the value of understanding what's most important. People really want to understand the clarity of what do I spend my time on? What do I focus on? Help me get to the point. So for you, you want to look in the room today and identify people who are natural or secondary green planets. Create a relationship with them so that you can go to them in the future and talk pieces through with them, because you want to understand the strategy side. You want to understand the big picture. You want to make sure you are accurate on both sustaining the culture, also the strategy that the culture is working toward. If you're missing that strategic big picture perspective, or for you, you just don't go into that space, you want to create a relationship with someone who will walk through your implementation and your ideas and be highly critical. If you think about it, when you value that green planet side, because most of us don't tend to value what we have the lowest approach in. When you value it, it's like film in a camera. And so if you've ever heard of a film camera, in a film camera, the negatives that come out are actually the reverse of the positives. The positives that get printed are printed from a negative. The way to think about it is we use the negatives to develop the positives. So that critical, optimizing, efficient, waste, like Green Planet, we chip away at waste, wasted time, wasted effort, duplication. That perspective will be highly valuable, especially when you can find it from someone else. So look around the room, find someone who has like a blue-green or a green-blue perspective so that they can help you talk through your strategy and connect you to the big picture. So the big picture is important because then we understand how it's most important. So just really quickly, we have this program called Share the Big Picture. In the center is the big picture. So everything comes back to the one thing, the big picture. Outside the big picture are your strategic elements. These are things that have to be true to create the big picture. The supporting components support the strategic elements. They're the activities that happen so that the strategic elements happen, and then you connect the people to it. So you put the people in where they are and how they connect. If someone doesn't understand how their activity drives an important result that has to be true to achieve the big picture, they're not connected to the big picture. And while they're happy and they like you, it's not as important as them understanding the clarity of the big picture. So you want to work that through with other green planets who have that perspective of the big picture and the most important things, who will reduce the number of actions that you're working on and get you focused in on the most important things.